As a former Quaba, Brass say, you drink more fun, semi bubble so a free the Bocrat Mune. I didn't try a day a buy. Meantime, Mrs. Elizabeth Ahin. Mrs. Elizabeth Ahin, happy birthday to you from your husband, DSP Ahin of Cape Coast Regional Operations, and your children. We say, God bless you. We love you most. Mrs. Elizabeth Ahin, from your husband, DSP Ahin of Cape Coast Regional Hospital. And then also to you, Mrs. Apiaje of Bantama SDA. Mrs. Gifty Apiaje, it's your birthday today. Bantama SDA Church. Sorry. It's your birthday today from Educhumwa Mrosa 1 of UTV. Ano pay yenu yan mobeka yen ho eden komotwetwe no ebremo. Honorable Kwabena Minta Kando MP Dwaboso. Honorable Akwaba.
Yeah, Adekye.
Apomboko there.
Na minimum paibo.
Honorable Carlos Kingsley Ahenkrai MP Tema West. Honorable Nso Akwaba.
Yeah.
Apomboko there.
That's it.
Yo.
Cool.
Honorable Carlos Ahenkrai. Wednesday number budget home.
Me actual date, no.
Sir.
This week,
13th. Hey, who need actual date?
I said me to coffee my back actually. Sentinel last week home. Over on Castle last week home. I'm in Fabe. Me come more. The best will be some money.
Maybe some money. So on one cram. So cram maybe some money.
But this week he money.
Okay. Come Robert ma confirm. Say this week.
Yeah, it's this week.
Now say 14th. And I trim back 10th. And I said,
I think it's 13th.
And to be said, what should we expect about me? I can once man I am trained.
Oh, a trainer the main year American, but you should expect a very good budget this time. I say a do election year budget I buy an expenditure no cost will be about 200 times what we spent the previous time. And unnecessary friend saying spending near the other. This time a manasa. Na say wash the way I see a caviar home. So 3 years here, you're living within a certain budget space no. But say you share that muro, you say spend so, and I say share that nye Emma affect ye a friend's fiscal space a boy home by as a country, and no quarantine ama yashemra. Said this time want to be used to more than 5%. Of total friend saying debt to GDP, more than 5% in any fiscal year. So Okokoyansa will be between the work court. And Tiwidia and Yan Quapo necessary answer going into the future, any government be a baby and cross will affect to them. Now, sa budget for this very first time. I'm a Ghana for who say any da ho, my for money in Kahon. And ebi mo ye enti na ma budget friends election year no na you spending more than necessary. This time it's not going to be like that. Now yeah, spending something very great in this budget.
So kind of something very great. Yen hwese yen na kwan say niema mo de si mo ni so mo bo ho ntoa mo manifesto a mo tworo ye no ye be hu no budget ni mu say because budget no na eno na be kire na ye mo be say de mo kan ye mo ye nti ye betimi ahunu bibisa wo say budget ya ye ye kan say ye be say ye tu na mo ye ya tu say no e kire say ye address sa de na ye be hu bibisa
tiki se me ha mani nka ami asawa working ye budget ya ye abetwam ene ne e be ba e da nanim ye manifesto ene we break as e be no within this first term let me clear. And you want to do na what they maybe Kawubo be din chiremia.
But there be some mona
we yeah iPad program be buy. I can say yeah a friend say one village one dam. Me sure so we need to ayama na catch us ekoso. One district one factory.
Except that me nim do.
Oh, any state any say who can say ma do no na say as what me second question.
Oh, there be say na me say except so me nim na me say except say
but at least we nim say
me nim say mate say bi no koso.
Okay.
But do no ne pempenso adu me nim.
Any follow up questions so person be say and so you bet me agite pempense mo ne dey akero. But ne ka say be bia no. Tiki see enye ni nyina nyi kura I can confidently say between 75 to 80% there. Obi nkyerɛ me say bia saa de we hye manifesto mo kasam ba mba yɛ mo anya. Ye no kra nkitinkiti kra de na mase wɔ constituency kra. Ne yɛ hye boss yɛ bɛyɛ no. Ye. O mampani Akufuado. Adi titru kɛseɛ pa odi bidi o man which is free SHS. Wabono bongalas. NSSM no kase enkwala 1.2 million. Eco school free, shatari free, didi free. Enti, it should tell you something. Say, ye customer ye diso. Na ye nimni jina sunti ye de kasa. Because we kate certain overheads. Any certain unnecessary expenditures free what we say kano me. And that is where we are found ourselves. And you're magical. And the enconco first come free baby, and then may say juman. But yabomodin say, Sikabia ye de be ye. Adanjuma na sem say what you me sa so futon say jida sida hwan no dada no say sikani nyina ne aboa no say ye de beba mo nipa ba kwa na nipa miensa mo akodi no ye de be ye adwuma Ghana ma ye and that is what we are using and no ntina say wanya careful na say Ghana for amfo mani anto fom na say bansese bi kokoba bi kakra bi pe wenu mo beba no ehunu ekwan ye befa so enya sikade aye say adwuma na to aso a na kogu. It is a known fact me no tie ka say eni Senka President John Mahama and the Tiswa anka free SHS in your so YouTube are. Senka President Mahama and the two anka free a friend say school meal yeah a free school feeding ne gu. President Mahama on the Tiswa anka gu. Na e gu ye ba si abetrim. President Mahama and the Tiswa anka nursing training allowance and kedi ho. Onu kwa no atine no tun say so ontuo tum bo pa mama ntoma no free so. Ono atene no kan and also about review no atwa bi aka ho enti there are certain facts that we can't run away from na ye no send President Akufuado na memu sitie no on tra ho e ma onkonkofa 6 medan 9 na won fa nkonko hye CP foase anasa so photo of mu na onkonko bobo skado na onkonko di no wanum send ne ehu ahwe banking sector nsem asisi
e banking sector ho
because no abohu ehu papa ni nyina nkrofo ene kyekere bo no boa create loot and share no me de ko but ye no ya boa say sika ni nyina ne nka nkrofo be di ba kwa no ne nka nkrofo be fa ni free edie ne nka edi be sheda create na budget na bind we create provision for judgment debt 640 million 2009 who provided for judgment debt. Now, what tika kakra no atwa to say we are criminally minded into no say benya judgment debt going forward ye dia kotua.
Some no maka but me ntia say the basis in say.
The basis in say. Wo ye budget. Wonye wadwen say o kwa koboka na so bi kwa koboka mo ababetua eye de na odi kokoshem say we provide for judgment debt
but now you need judgment debts bi ho edada
me de minim judgment debt go ha na minim but the point is that wasn't the first time
at every point in time aban ebia na mo bi obetu nti no etimi e ma ye boka e ma anase etimi ma ye fom e ma obi di aban court e ma aban edifo me ne wo kasa ye minim obi a okọ court 11 years ni Osisi gym Emma stadia Ghana various stadia no one professor Mire Finidi na nkasa okok ye ntuaneka okok to akodi for 11 years ni ye da so ete ho ebia ye ka say 11 years no ye keka kwa aban bi mu a etwa aban akowura baabi eni nyina no ye ka eda ho
tike and make us into would say
it's no your budget as you know you budget for it
how can you do that? How can you do that? Because when you say 11 years later, no, or baby deep no, what is Ghana to 10 years?
No, not necessarily, sir. Judgment that say Abanka. You don't make Abanka court. No, differ.
Opening
also Pesica no did
now when you need for.
But at every point in time,
you don't do that. My memo example.
No, what do say? Are you suggesting, sir? And you know, Mampani during 8 years, MPP be the idea. I buy from Mobi and Fana court and could for that.
TK, are you listening to yourself? You are talking about two things. Obi and Obet Miakase. Buying for and as a buying any problem going forward. But you don't put money down for that purpose. 10 years.
Okay.
You don't put money down for that purpose. Other you buy na local government a friend saying compound ho. Now a friend saying Nizan say auto pass. No more go to Gallup be 110 for districts. No more go to me see hodmo. You buy see a film. You say I don't you correct a friend say purchase a faso. Up and then I no
Africa automobile.
Africa automobile. Then I say no don't. 18 no say I buy a tiscat to ho. 20 years ago. Some friend to us Africa before to be deep media triaka. When you have present and clear and present, a friend says, you don't do that. And then, what kind of economics is that? What kind of finance is that?
Okay.
You don't do that. What we expect to do, and that's what we expect to happen is that we are buying, when we say, be better to walk forward, but you have priority as far as if you want to put your priorities in order, you have what will come first and what will come last. Making provision for that, provision for bad debt, provision for judgment debt.
But Carlos, when me say, is it true, say, aban be a provision for judgment debt na MIA?
Massa, say, not debt no hodemwa.
No, we saw a specific question.
Say that debt no
because yes, has somebody I can, and I'm say a clear say, is it true, say, aban be a bossy be to home my car, anyhow.
I 2009 budget.
About say
640 million, if I'm not mistaken.
Based on a parliament now honor approve budget.
Yes, the parliament not a majority or approve yet.
All right.
That is what it is.
Okay.
To start with, many Carlos, me understand.
But you share a budget no
the understanding of budget preparation and pay many paying in the parliament, with all respect to him, he's not being me may use strong words, but he's not being fair to the listeners. Not even the MPP government say obey chesika bia to say twan ma obia kodi bim na me pianeka. Na how
but some say aban bi bog chesika to for you don't say that now because Matida Carlos na aka say
no Matida but also mujaka ono as member of parliament now the budget to so jaka. For example, yeah budget on say yeah budget is CA and yeah budget na yeah 2019 budget to 2020 budget. So what I say ebia 2017 2018 2019 yenya judgment debt bia yentua ye. I mean this is common understanding. Yentua ye nza wo ba ye 2020 budget a na bia udi bia ye I share 2020 budget nim say I will make provision for that and to say me project say obi di me be court.
Announce
Jesus. Announce me project say obi di me be court na di bad dey be court made for nti me ntwa ho sika. It doesn't happen.
But what is answer brother?
Matida say me not on the say I can me nka ho.
Oh really?
Yes, sometimes some of the issues are laughable. Some of the issues are just laughable. And to tell my brother specifically, so who ya okwa be from 2017 to date, the government has made provision for judgment debt till date. He doesn't know. Till date, it has been debated on the person I'm trying to say. If you say not drunk for the buy the day for judgment debt at on every year, especially the budget estimator, there has been provision for judgment debt.
Debt exists. Not the exists.
Well, I know that's a different question. Whether you want to probe whether it exists or it doesn't exist. The point I'm making
but some most definitely to me.
Of course, me, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. No, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
And no, I'm not even giving that. But the most important point I'm personally making is say, sa judgment debt no more can want some and I be pin and pay overflow is I'm making provision. That's the most important thing I'm establishing. I'm making provision from 2017, 2018, and 2019 budget statement. As if you challenge me, I'll give you less than 24 hours. I'll provide it to you. I mean, it's a normal practice. Again, budget. Any senior ubisa and wasemono. Mejidi yese budget way and a yen and cover the last budget obey as president. On say yeah budget in 2020. And Osha, strictly speaking, on the last budget in year on your president.
Nothing like supplementary review.
Well, something say no about but okay. Substantive budgeted here. Na me gidi ye say me na me pay. As for projections there, it is very difficult to read into the future, into the minds of the future. So what I say. But na me peke budget bia na na me share the actuals. The ebia 2000 omo the budget na eba 2020 na omo the eba ombema a performance of 2019 there no, then they will project the okan so obeye no, and ho na na me interest ewo. Say be debate sa na mani nyina. So what I say. Me gidi ye say niema omo kan so omo ba ombeye no, me hu say more than 70 to 80% are obonye.
Contract.
Yes, but that is not true. Not a single dam has been, single one dam has been dug in the whole country for the purposes of
not
irrigation.
Even one. Begun.
That's what?
Begun.
Well, if you say begun, if you are given a mandate of 4 years.
Because done, no say.
No, you see, done means done.
Yeah,
done.
But unim say ya should be say.
Well,
maybe that's a specific question because say we wouldn't. We
exactly.
It's war interest.
I mean, we're interested. And that's why I can be person be Jan or I don't know how challenges say. Maybe a dam way you irrigate as I say.
Would you to say ya should be say?
Well, dam mama who omo friend dam. Baby yefun yetutu amana ye de clay I am back ansuo twa na abuko
I don't know who say
dam and I'm friend dam.
Okay,
but dam properly so called irrigate on ye can some na yem put in its proper context and then as dam in sem nyina ko bae in their manifesto no almost say the northern part of the country no na we are na ebo ho nti no ye pese ye did dams because say they be year round all year round farming Bachem Buana. Into dam as change and said the Baba irrigation Bachem Buana. In so could stagnant water BC baby irrigate assassin has your purpose. I mean what achieve you aim na.
But is that the reality?
That is the reality.
In all the cases.
That is why I am saying unless they are talking about revamping or rehabilitation or renovation. Say dam properly so called say ya dam ya canals ya irrigate as way go here you see it. They can't give me one. If it has one they should mention it before I continue. They can't give me one ticket. They cannot one. So inti and sabona wanom to agu Ghana for any eba or say afino yen kobo busia yen di manembro. So already I started doing that. TK, in parliament, say apart from a syndicated loan, I accord ya get to my decoto no. And now me no can say, ya just $600 million at two. I idea cocoa for 7 years. Eh, the bicoto chocolate. I'm telling you. And that single loan of TK.
One can the other things no.
I'll say it. No, I'll say it. And that single loan of TK, to tell you the truth, me kaya na me yema sheme. Omudi loan neighbor so I mean say we eba up and come document me last week me document neighbor ha. Omudi loan neighbor so am ka che say to enhance productivity, to increase tonnage of cocoa on the field. TK, Ubejaji say about 2/3 of the loan has nothing to do with production of cocoa on the field.
2/3.
2/3. And I'll tell you, they need more than $10 million to establish a database. I'm telling you, a database. How will a database correspond to high production of cocoa on the field?
It will depend on the type of data. And
TK,
the user.
TK, you don't need. Are you telling me, say, you need 55 million Ghana cedis to establish a database? Let me tell you, I'm a cocoa farmer. Every cocoa farmer has what we call passbook. Our firms, individual firms, no. Ukoton cocoa. Kaneno, na ye ton season ende. And son na wakoje ubonus into passbook no and adebeko o passbook wo unique ID number o passbook no e be record where you cocoa obeto nyina. So are you telling me TK even if we need a database you are telling me say buying kobo busia $55 million niam pa ko database are you telling me we should do this? We say how the best TK I see that is not enough. I have absolutely nothing against say promote processing of cocoa. But the purpose of the facility the processing of cocoa is different from the high yield of cocoa on the field. And yeah, $200 million. When ye de legitimate questions were asked on the floor of the house. Answers were not provided. Legitimate questions. interest rate be na de ko bo say interest rate be na de ko yenim tie de ko ma obi a PPP na yenim e den $200 million, and you are sitting here telling me say aban will be obey discipline. As I speak to you now, even he speaks about minimum say ebeko free SHS and cry amuri open date a lack of planning. A lack of planning. I buy ehun botwa no emfa kora nsem na we nyina aba. Ena ye de ma no ye nuanom nketwa. Enuanom nketwa ye de omo daache e to atopre
because no ye beka ho asem.
Ye beka ho asem nti. You dey mami end on the way no. Nti tike, de ma me pese me preempt niema no. Tike, for your information, ene e mo 10 o'clock anopa ya minority ye be ye pre-budget conference.
Budget.
Budget. Nye budget. The say they see who o man no and they see ko budget na eba no. Unim say afibiasa na ye.
Ada na mon twem ma okay. So say afibiasa na mo ye. Otherwise can maybe some say didn't na mon twem ma ye budget.
No, it's a bar.
So that you can
and they have never been able to contradict
the details.
They have never been able to contradict our position since 2017.
Oh really?
Yes.
Which year na budget na say
buy can say be increase talk tax.
Buy ya. Talk budget no mu.
Talk tax. Unim samre no. That day ye kai na quickly, and that day time na was a minister na dey ba be ye you know be ready budget no. Ye tra hwa na ye twam so be omo amendment.
But man who say dey mo kai ni.
Me say man ko see say at the end of the day, it's okay. Out for Amamu dear, Mejidi yes a serious business. Omo catch say corporate income tax on better so up to now. Omo kase bi omo so 1 Ghana cedi ana. Omo buy and omo say they will move our economy from their consumption to production. You remember all these big words. I could say, is it a reality?
But you have to lay the infrastructure. And
hey, if you are going to lay infrastructure, no government in the history of this country.
No, I talk about mechanical infrastructure. I'm not talking about say. If in fact you can now be no, I was say be the onima was a way answer. Just I was sorry happen now. Listen. For example, be identify baby. No, but that's the reality.
Reality.
The reality no unim sa.
TK.
Meza unim the American.
Ghanaians must take us by our ways. Oh, some one yes sir. Some yes sir. If you continue defending some of these things, all of us will continue to lie.
Because you see.
Listen, TK.
Mama clear hono. Adie bi wo ho a. Say the reality no wo ho. And they are mujina manche agbo na kanon so.
No, and that's
me abete say.
The reality.
Menim the reality. Nti wo kan metie. Na nti no wa kasa so mon kama mo kasa mo say. Mo kasa. Ya mo so mo hwe the reality no.
Na kasa. TK, say unim say ukoye campaign. Na ya ukoji mfie 9. So what you say? Na de be ye adwuma. Campaign bia no within the mfie 9. Ehun manifesto na the baba to anim. Did you be bia no unim say mfie 9 no be wi. Is that not the case? Think is that not the case?
But unim say mfie 9 untimi nwie.
It is a thing I want to be say so in your manifesto.
Okay.
Say mfie 9 so untimi unbia be na da Ghana for. Nti afi ye campaign ekoyeye. Aye ntro fita ene no kore. Ntro amode beji wo man. Mo number of a project amoka say mabeye. De mo aye mo ka say mo ba ahokire. You see at the end of the day TK, the Ghana ni be bisa ne ho say emra na ye ruajo mama ewo ho no na mahokire net sen de wo so wa ye nyina achi no enne mahokire etesen. If the answer is that enne Ghana ni na ho hwe me na no pay no ofi say emra na ye ruajo ndroma ni ma ho ne na ne ho kire no
who saying
me feel say enne Ghana for ho kire o mo sen of course nti no say Ghana ni na o hwe me na ye nto ne atue yi enne say be producer bibia apansami even in the cocoa sector bibia apansami say Ghana ni feel say o hwe na no na brabom no feel say mna ye wurajo mama wo ho no na ho kire no ene ewura na do abayi na ho kire no because we figures abeka nyina it must have direct correlation or it must reflect in the lives of the people nti wa anya sa ade a na je say
tiki answer na baba me fa kitu
okay baba men kan say ye wie budget na mo beba na ya transfer
before then
movie
answer me movie no me ya say papa itia no be school me on budget it's very funny na what them am even to change na me chen say when you are making a friend saying any specific payments for a friend say judgment debt say wo kan na ne wo beto ye na wo ye hu sika ditua na wo nye provision for the wo expect mo ne mo ye no and so question na wo bisa ni
but say Carlos bisa say sad na e no crest and me bisa say and for which debt and mo yes budget
okay utio obani meti me person metumanum tuo no makwa twantro say ebia we anyway but I know perfectly well say time one omo buy 2009 no again 2009 judgment that outstanding over 600 million. These people NDC for say going forward no e can be beba and one more time they be able to
stop saying this. You stop saying this. Allow the other people to be saying this. Stop saying this.
Stop that.
Stop
and
saying
why
this.
animated?
Stop saying this.
And it is true. Because Japan kokofa ba ya ehunu say why you mu nyina we mu no. So if you remember,
the minority members
this is what the Auditor General brought out.
But wait, was it not specific?
It was not.
Was it not specific?
Me ba time wa omunya wa yo me no na ya provision dada tio time wa yo me gene sika na ya provision dada and it was expected asofo to mu na ade nyina no so that who say kokohia ni aboa no kokofa we bride ba koma Attorney General waka say be na dia shim ni akwakoje. That is what they were doing, and it is different from saying buy. For example, buy me fan say my company be it's a bank switch ye be call ye my contract o ma jama friends West Blue for ye free abemu anu mutual on contract. They went as far as the International Court of Justice and okoji judgment over $180 million. I the bugu Ghana for so and no say can ofrata ye budget not the shame sika odi tu on car and no any provision and no the specific amount is utua but the moment one you buso makoboka in the future. You are saying say you haven't even seen anything more NDC MPs one kasa kramoni edin kobo mo diance said now those half years it just by and then kwala ye school omo ma emebisa mo
stop blackmailing people
na what work a kando and then ya kwala bi school yi anka school fi duru anka okotua won mu na mo diase mu na mo fetchire diase na ba betran wa ba be tobe say
this was this tobe
I think on the lighter note I will take that. Okay, coming from Carlos I will take it on the lighter note.
But then all you make tobe because unim friends
my man can't deal with it. It has emerged we may come from Joy News. It has emerged that majority of the dams being constructed in the 5 northern regions under the One Village, One Dam initiative is in the strongholds of the opposition NDC. Minister of Special Development Initiative, Mavis Howard Kumsin, has revealed this on Adum FM's morning show. And said that about 90 of the dams are in NDC strongholds. Well, minimum can't say NDC strongholds, but also they are in the NDC strongholds in the upper east and west regions. She is therefore surprised that the same people will turn around to chastise such a project which will sustain their constituents during the dry season. What kind of story is that? What was that story? What was that story?
But no one was saying Ghanaians should not expect any meaningful dam from her. Yes.
Let us forget about the because me who video around social media are not necessarily praising government way for that thing that they
forget it.
Let's start the argument from there. A friend says and
it has been all over.
It has been all over. Dam. I must say dam. No one be at the year. Now, what time when I say, okay, can you pay? What Ghanaians have gone beyond
please,
that.
we are
not going to allow you people to just make noise and use your bamboozle with all your
baby, how can I say, or better can you open how many and you
all right,
okay, that's okay.
But let me tell you something.
The one of floss.
Maybe I ask maybe I be asking. Let me come. Maybe I be asking. We are rough that is. Una we are rough that is.
Carlos, last few years many and you, and that's not the Carlos I know.
Why there that's okay. Now we don't know because of
Carlos will name Bibia and the Cabral. Let me proceed on that. Carlos, I'm until we go to try to massage.
We'll massage yours and then try to respect.
Debbie, meant to us. Okay,
it's Minjano and Canada.
Mushi, and this is for another Casabasa.
All right, okay, that's okay.
Casabu, I mean to be kind of a day so.
Carlos or Can was heard, man,
you should take the
no, but all can say, take the view.
You cannot program is being moderated by you.
I know.
But you cannot do it.
My interjections are becoming unnecessary. You don't pay attention. You don't insult. You don't insult. These are raw insults. You don't insult. You think that the arrogance, no? It's becoming too much. You are a human being.
One arrogance.
You are becoming too arrogant.
Who's more arrogant than you are?
Sometimes we allow
exactly.
But if the other person complains, we'll come.
I am on the floor.
Okay. When I was on the floor, what you were doing?
Okay.
When I was on the floor, what were you doing?
All right. Okay.
So let's
put it there.
Respect them. Would they respect them?
You respect them first.
You are becoming too arrogant. You are becoming too arrogant.
No more of those so let's descriptions. No. And you better respond specifically to your
Now, as for issues about corruption, the Ameri deal, the PDS, the Ken Bond, Bibri, Nessie, I know they're gonna phone
issues of corruption.
Yes. Okay. Now, on the issue of the Okan Kan, I'll be a specific question. I will say, may share me casa no. I was specific and I was very careful in choosing my ways. Say, it will be a dam if free ahead and then the botaye. I said, oh, can't say, got a idea, sutadia, and I say, be a tour in Silver 12 General. And no dear, Mahubi. I'm to the extent I catch it, I will say, a do baby cry now, not a boo, not in Sudan, Asenico. I've said that on the program. But what I am challenging them when they say, Dama, your friend Dama, and non your irrigate as I say, and I know by ya constructed dam now your canals. So, quest to carry a year, a beer now by another year, you know. Sad dams, no. I'm not saying one. I'm not saying two. Sir, you're putting you straight to straight proof, no. You catch a minister, no. Or catch a say. The sir, near money be near pedia. You to me first, can the man construct as can be. You should not expect those meaningful dams. And this were her ways. So, see, I can be a sir. You don't need to be emotional. You understand? Inti me say, and I still stand by it. If it's about renovation, fine. If it's about rehabilitation, fine. But if it's about new construction of dam, canals in place, I irrigate here. Me say the MPP government hasn't done one.
So are you suggesting say the Omayeno? Say a dam, semi-dam, dugout to something that looks like a dam, and several purpose be a
purpose are a best several, and I'm being very frank to you. Purpose are best several. They say sans you know honsensuum, ne bia kura a ben hono. To me, I could say be the abayade. Will fear and will be to myself a person. But that is not that and no and yet no. So pay so free says I was a person. I say, Microphone or pensia, you do a borehole for them. You are a government. You are a government, either a borehole or small town water project. So you don't think say we are abanya was say you were new grass here. Say obey us a dam no. Now man for be come ako sense you e dey abaye aduane di na wa betra ha e dey abon ho aba so say me dam na me ye no ye mfa irrigate na emu man for kosanom. Shame. If you think you are a government, that's the one who says it means that among them they don't have access to potable drinking water. And you must be ashamed of your government.
Well, I think at this juncture, I will take it. This I think say say o see a kwahwe bi na say no be boa yen bebre kwa
unima na me draw attention
let's
chopper ma I fa mo hwe enso o mo ni minim senye se na metie na sa NDC for so ben bi on
but and on fa chopper ma
o de be ono de
David na say once awopa no
I won't reject 1 billion. I only want to get to that stage.
I don't deserve it.
Politics and fanny penny move into form. Sabata fracture, who knew to penny me.
Carlos,
you are talking too much on this platform.
Carlos, Carlos, you
regret it. The words you are using on this platform, you regret it.
I do not think we've gotten to a point Sorry, Max, be through in China.
Remarks with all due respect. Me my own twice. What you are saying?
Make I say.
Okay. Very draw.
Mate. Me you say you do sa level.
Maybe I mean use the right word. Ebia, wonu ya penny. Yamra. Okay. Ah, me ba my team free because I know
so obema me kwan
for hwe. Menim say one woman nim 70 say na bia wo mo that's what is happening. Na sa minuanum nkumen oman omadwen say be use sa provocative methodology na omode MPP for enyo no nko sa wode wani ato fam a na me ba
so adizan cha Carlos me ma on
tike me
wo kwabna minta kando penalty ha
okay
na ye di nkomo
okay
isi pa se ni nua ketua bi oba bia akoye bibia me pese o beto aso ha say
tike me the apology call out into yes on koyi
so why we apology why we want to continue
the kwabna
ana kwabna o ntwe bibia meto so meka bibia
no but you know
so why you so ntwe bibia meka bibia
tike abotere team kwabna ni oye no sebeta fracture every time ya me share wa ha bibia say isi but a kasa my din me kasa what say who you din na wotie me na want to be fashion arrogance be a show as if say me you know you don't do this especially when you know so we are sitting in front of the whole world and speaking me the mesre omo mo hwe say sa provocation we if I didn't send kabema get at me but say my offend you be am the mo fenche me but ni me kire no say me panicho man me emfa politics emfa nyanuoma ebe ma dachi bi ebia na ye bibi papa bi na ese ye ho kwan mesre tiki wanka se wakan message sisia wo friends joy media na multimedia wo kan no emfa
yeah joy on my joy
na fe was time repeat say wanka se wo kwa kwhwe na say wonye media for dey ni
oh there be mo kan se mienu in fact the media no report to the minister no kan anya media no se wo kwhwe ye
good
na me wie na me say ades jancha no
good
wakasa matete koraminta so wakasa me feel say metie ne de metie metie we madwene ya mekesene ne enti me so ba kwhwe bi
akabe me de
anya na ye papa no
akabe me de because what we are saying is say so be friend damu ube friend lagoon ube friend whatever it's supposed to serve a certain purpose me sure say time wa president ede sa ade we di tudwa no okay kan na dwen bu man aska enim de mo nim de adwen bu mu na arrival at a certain friends procedure na project we person here sa project is supposed to serve a certain purpose who the idea brofo din the opportunity opa bia sa wo ko northern region hono mo a omo odin omo frɛ no ebi omo mfrɛ no dam so what you say
but aban can so okoye dey
aban say yes be one district one dam
okay
one village one dam sorry
nti be o say me ba me hunu dam
na hunim dam na dey
me say me ba o say me hunu dam
be hunu dam na me say dam na dey say ne ono ka say ya tu abuda ena nsuo abetem na ye de kre afa no nti nsuo to na abu afa so waka no jogo no waso so but the point is say that is not what so you know the Bible is supposed to be yeah the adwempo bi ne kokoye say in the northern part of this country edu a stage bia and as a state bia na drought and I say nsuo ento ho enti omu hia nsuo ama won nantwie ene omufuo ye de aye enti say betimi yes be dam. I mean, call it whatever you want to call it. But the dam is to provide that water source and a water body, for them to be able to operate throughout the year.
Yeah.
That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
And mami na all kind of stuff, no can say. One no can go job be an country be as a dam na wakano or baby use $25 million and not $300 million baby. No. Or when the project is in so, or what he wants to do for these people, and or amount of person the year. And you have read truly, say, yeah, and my baby I crap crown, or baby. Almost stronghold. Enti enya dwen bone na se beta Fred we
okay.
Say idea the politics na ya me sure say nkian konko ye stronghold.
Yeah, me tell say but Carlos so me be ya dwen say say the standard and the description no minister no description and standard.
Ne be wan description standard.
Was say ka say dam me amete ha yi was say me hunu say dam. The purpose for which I day
exactly.
The memete said so that purpose? For example, na me be who say bi aye bi esi ho. Na the chrono intimi irrigate and serve that purpose.
That's it.
Meant na ho nka say because mo say mo na mo be ye nti no. Me be ye no say mo pese mo ye no.
On whose purpose are you going to do this appraisal? Why purpose? And how can
because me say the person me who ne say, and I'm not saying say any ho. The person me who ne say, na me ka say me be ko ho no, say me timi ko ho a, and I small be the person me who ne say, ya ye dam, ya boa nsuya no, e ma ye de irrigate afuo, e ma say wi abo a, ye betimi akoso aye afuo. Say me hu eno a.
Good.
Nya obi na ba ka kire me say, ye ya si ho.
Mama nya ne easy amount. Mama nya ne easy amount. When you say idea, would they 200,000 be no? Would they 500 million be different? And the 500 million be I don't prefer 200,000 yet. That's what I want to say. Okay. And the answer na about even yes inspection, which I want you to go. So person me boa kra na me try plenty kama no wako. Okay. Say what I want you to do first and foremost is to go and ask for the project opinion. From the people who set up the project. Okay, Auntie, my Bible ministry, we say, oh, yeah, dam, Northern region. Purpose for dam, and they're saying, and I said, what is the project alignment of this dam? No amount of opinion. To my opinion, we are based on that opinion, and I'll call. And you call and the opinion, and then why that is what you say, what you want to say. Now, on Kasako, Siakoso dam, TNU, Yakasa dam, and then the business, what is your description of a dam? Ebia yeka dam would what you go akosomo dam and akobu pond dam and a baby said no that's not what we say or no wajimpo won it ebia 20,000 300,000 and or they yes way it can certainly not do a 6.5 million in 1960.
Carlos unim kasa ni enti aye nyina ye tenten amaye no unim se nkaduru ebi na se mo ye mo campaign ade no na mo tom bo ase chire mu se ya kebe boa ye nyina se ye dam ya ye koye enye pound ye no bi
na so kan
enye akoso modie no bi
enu na papa ya dan one tin yo kan
the size be ye say
ena kwamna dan ne se o se oni wan ka se o ye dam a ye de empo kan se
wantie me
de tie
ma bo funti wantie me
mo me pa so me
ma bo fu na wantie me nka beti me kan
tie
ma bo fu wantie
maame no ankasa
obisa uzunya no
maame o de be na maame no ankasa kire dam a oye na dwen se wo ye sa dam no ebe serve the purpose of the people there sebeta frata menya sure so mo garu timpani any navrungu any bolga any pagani ade no almost expect akoso mo dam menya sure say one mo wo ho no omo pepon dam me sure say nim what the government intends for them and the reason why akoko yes yen tin sorry kekese ye kwakoye ye no makodin kita ho ni ahwe what they need that thing for purposefully ansa na yakwakoye
okay
it is a wo bada hu tumi nye ba akokra wo want to me and two sabeta frache e gota ba akokra na se yen dia share manifesto na danafo so
bacho mani wi oba be wi no abem
e ho no na me
e ho no so o mpere
pesa akra se wa ma me bu na me fe bu ma me sew yen bu ye ho pa because me arrogance
akasa no
yen ni wo makwa kotrase ya hwe o madwempo o ma kire yen ne o mu hia ye de hia ni nsuo because se bosumi bi du o krum hanmo a na ama ye ho kire yen enti hia nsuo na mo pe yo ye betu nsuo ama mo opa frɛ no me so opa frɛ no pond Opa friend, whatever. Once it's serving the purpose of the people in the northern region, that is all that matters.
Okay.
Come on, on this one, you the next one.
Okay, you're right.
TK. And me say, sabi in prayer dressa. Say, na dan kwa kufu ado abayin. Say, utu abura bo. Na serve the purpose. Me friend dam. I don't have a problem. Listen to my point very well. Me, I am not expecting any huge dam. What is important is the purpose for which you say was obey a dam. Purpose. Simple. Purpose ne dey. Purpose ne say, ye dey irrigate asase.
Yeah.
Ni edua no baye so. Ni say we abo ye bedua. Inti for me, I will even be charitable. Although mo can dam there, but I'll be charitable. Say, I will even not look at the size of the dam. The American say, so more to even
because we did this size in the money dam.
Well, and they can but me, I will not go on that line. Size and they can so when him dag out, obianim description of dag out, and one can dag out, now can dam. I know the no problem, but I will even grant him that. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. No more concentrating on the purpose. It is a uko pest stagnant water. That's I will say a man for day, sabe pine and afiasiamo. Ekomuko solution a service purpose. I will never agree.
And you are not suggesting sanity.
Sanity
in all the cases.
What I have seen and what I know, TK, you know I farm in the northern part of the country. You know it. From the northern regional, Bekuma, but yes, I in the path, the Jagaba, the Fumbisini, Navrongo area near the Ade. So if it's about rehabilitation, I don't have a problem. And okay, say, hey, you should go slow, not say, unpay arrogance. No, look. Don't ever say on any platform that irrigation. Don't. In 2017, first budget, I'm go and see what your own minister said about irrigation in this country. They're more inherited here. They admitted clearly, black and white, it's there. As for irrigation, don't go there. That's all I want to say. To me, the purpose no I de be no. Any hear me. And I'm a challenge almost say if it is about rehabilitation or work, I won't debate it. But
so what kind of rehabilitation in Tiasia?
Or rehabilitation, they say.
Because when him said there are new places or more
yes, and I'm a challenge or no. But rehabilitation
challenges BBS
anyhow.
Some Munya BBS
there be rehabilitation minimum the American rehabilitation American say ABR baby to say as you carry I will hold that. And the ABR BB enkoso yi into mo system and na say Navrongo your scheme wo ho and ABR omo gata canals ni bi mo CC ni CC those ones I will not debate it. I know what I've seen and I know what I'm talking about. But say buying way say abandon that year no or no ankasa kope baby why ye dam within from 2017 till now near who canals irrigators I say read my list it doesn't exist. Or make us exist no mention baby o.
More approval budget no na ya state wo mu sika how much any baby cry decide sika no be kwa dam.
Well details no and a normal circumstance, I'm part the committee level also mubisa. I will not pretend say meaning bibia about the budget because budget no yes judgment no.
So a bet member say you to be baby a won.
Me say me a challenge or money. They don't have it. In the northern part of the country, more promises say every village be one dam. Omo be go make dada.
Okay.
Omo say near.
All right.
I need rehabilitation.
Okay. Carlos.
Yes, boss.
Topics na doors we can in book. But you hear me pay 70 fund 53 fund management you will see no. And once again clean up sec for the country and say almost be clean up. I don't pay ya quite honka because na a problem they say a man for money because of some of these say clean up here cost me against clean up per se. But say clean up no could do a be a feed nipa na ordinary sika akoto no just say bosumi bebre uncertainty said in sabeka and sanka worrying me sure say Carlos onye just a politician we will be we a businessman into woni asase me wote ase pa kwan be na wo say fa so a ade no dey be ma ahonto abaye
me that say a very worrying situation, very worrying situation. Now yase ukra usika na wope obi adanda kanama in terms of investment na we approach obi company bi wodi sika yama no or the akwa investment afi wo ka say ene me hiam sika na say ma me critical was me nya sika na ma na eno no service wo fanfa so no kra na me sika potin kra ma me kra was me nya ma na me ko wansam ho na ma nya yi a me yi suka
wafa
What dream one won't tell us, na say, Medema dream quetria, and as a watcher, a friend sec for no so Bank of Ghana regulations of the amount. Almost yet quarterly audit, half year audit, and full year audit. Every year they're supposed to be doing this. Now, everyone say, yeah, who study we are up to this point. Tiki 53 now who are you? 23 were already not operating. For a very long time, 23 of them were not operating. Everybody was silent on it. And the 30 year come in 53. Now these 53 companies together, government will need 8 billion Ghana cedis to salvage a car. Omakwakofaba. Anya kebia say what the skabia breme anka bentwi anya mensa fa sika market sika no wo hin
cost na nka bisa no.
That is the point. Tika omo dey investment abro so ama microfinance ye gu ye banks ye bi gugu ye ni nyina bi akwa yihye na se wuhunu wonu a omusika akwa hye nkrasefo ene wonu ma sebeta frache wo mo do efuo na wo nya sika kakra de kokoto to bank omusika no buy sa investment am enkrofo ahyeske. Then I ask myself, say, are we going to sit down for this to happen all the time? Entina ye hu abandada no so didn't they know say this is what was going on? You buy your financial sector, look at what has happened. We have to go cleaning every space in this place. Right now, government on pull, as a friend is saying 8 billion. So we have people we are microfinance for a car pay 10,000. And they oma kuama, yeah, they are called 20,000 copy. Our receivers, the member will be across, will be out more than 20,000 there. Mosabeka says we initially.
So 20,000 not out of be a 1 million, will be 1 million a day.
2 million near the idea. Ubenya, must easy. But it can't machine. And I'm asking myself, President Kufuor will be a financial sector. Nigeria for be doing banks buy Bank of Barrow, that money at the friend say India for no banks buy. You free a bemu, ban for buy. I don't know how they managed to open this up. And if a flood of banks coming into the system. You buy what a cleanup. One more banks are call out. Not a single Nigerian bank went out. Banks are 2001, 2005. You be a buying in they are still surviving. One more a friend is saying, Yana women and Akutiama for Nyansa for no. I want to be a new man, almost our banks and a go. And then you now happen within a certain dispensation. And so you ask yourselves, why? Where was the Bank of Ghana then? Bank of Ghana no na say omo yes regulatory measures. Where were they? And they from microfinance to friend is saying fund managers to a friend is saying banking sector, everywhere there's a problem. Everywhere. Abaya sika MPP abaya abo besin awabo titu dodo na kwakoshe clean up of this exercise. And that's the question you ask yourself. In this enkasadi we nyina nsi. Enanke yedi say sika nyina kwakoshe development mo. Ba nanke deso nyina be agina. But somebody superintended over this rot. Obi child transia masa tantain happening. And then you better than near to mad against MPP. And you mean the message Ghana for at this juncture, you know, I am a for conditionalities Nibia. And people, okay, yes, Abaya is a banking sector, a friend is saying, clean up.
IMF and yeah, is it not part of a regulator need duties or best sanitized system from time to time? Because
IMF for no condition number 2 and I say free moon, we don't know say yes, sanitized financial sector. That can be. Say Mama Mobesia, Muntumin employment. When you say financial sector was part of it, they are in 100% full support of what is happening. Saying Kananka is a buying a society, and there's no way in heaven. Ka ubi benya sa a friend is saying that knock sa catchy that
knock balls ana
testicular fortitude benya sa and that knack to enter into that department.
So Carlos, question beside say yes. Assuming Ubia Kreti, Yababa Bedru Sabri, Until the result should be, say, will be an 1 million income forever.
Income forever. Nani ayeka won't
that Ben and Sambe can
and I may just say,
and I'm not asking, say, I buy and Kwame, just say, as a people. Say, me for 1 million equity investment. Knowing, says, our investment, I made them and Sabe can returns. Enemy Sika and Casa so every mwaba. After the why I say, I panomonio made me. Many individual, me control bias me quack or herself, more you made me and so when you made me. And this is a clean up and this is a Missy Kanaka.
My main first
yeah, 20,000, 800,000.
Why are the pass all this last statement? Yaba. Nameda was say. Yeah, started says as we were confronted with two scenarios. TDE or TK. Either say Yabema banking sector no akoso. Now at a point no they ground to a halt. Omutumin Tubiaka. So back can say even before Eba be good, but yebe clean up that sector no crown. Banks be all qua. Focus up at 500 Ghana because mama 100 Ghana.
Yeah.
Until we read say at the point no projection was show say at the point no Quebec granted to a halt. Until now it was now left with government to decide. Either say or say banks no operate no could do be going to a halt. Now say ni padu do msika wo nyina no blame government. So the DKM the example. And also say you best stop banks no. Na nipa kakra bi omo yadwuma no so omo adwuma kra na e bia be free omo nsa going forward they will find job later. That is what we came to. And we decided say the best of the necessary evil, the best of the two evils was to clean up and let it ground halt. And then we know because one man no more banking sector no more do na no more raho. Do na na complaining. But me first akwanyo za catch on say ya anya saade we yi a anka ante anasemenua. Mo bank no granite to a hall na ka went to obi aka bi wa anka wadwuma no bebo na nipa cross on sika da ho no so no enso sika abono na akwakofa program ba. This time what we are doing is to ensure say the greater majority of the people will be covered by government loans near they cover. Na 20,000 HSS can kwa mema. Every scabi over you remember receive 100% or share actually say baby can be 5
Carlos I mean can say we say ebinimo ho mo gidi so musika mo nsa nkanda
omsabeka
ni ntia meka sa na say some of the receivers no kra no mpo no why claims no not even a notice say nsa aka and that on this date and access at time we kra obeye and I deal with some of these things abotre nipa kwa so ne capital ashe
but the mefa kwa Ghana
for we na kwabnamra na yenyo say TK please I was not happy with the little confusion. Honorable Minta Akando should know that the expression of ideas that is the expression of this is an expression of ideas. He was trying to condemn whatever Honorable Carlos was saying, but I love the show. Rantown says that God bless Nadu, victory 2020, UTV the best. Amadakwa says that good morning champion TK is very interested in listening to Honorable Kando. Please ask him if the NDC were able to complete all the 200 schools they promised Ghanaians to build in their manifesto. Why is he expecting an Nadu-led government to complete all campaign promises within 4 years? The minister should be careful the way he chooses his words. They are fond of insulting their opponents. They should remember no condition is permanent. Anthony Abladi says that TK, I want to tell Honorable Carlos to list the completed dams and the location because in Western region I've not seen a single dam.
The Western region.
Tell Kwabena Minta Akando to allow Honorable Carlos to flow. Ghanaians are the best judges. Cocoa farmers are enjoying free SHS, allow for nurses and teachers, 1D, 1F, planting for food and jobs. Sending Ghanaians are not regretting. They will never regret voting for Nana Akufo-Addo. Let the NDC man know that if Nana Addo has failed Ghanaians, then Muhammad Diep is not an option. Ghanaians don't want a party that is confused. NDC should forget election 2020. This MPP government is not serious. See how we are suffering. NDC people think we wash our face upward. This one says that NDC is confused. They can't even bring out their manifesto. Kwabena,
Tiki, answer na vice president.
Answer na meko assembly. Respect is supposed to be.
Kwabena, you are not addressing any issue on it.
I'm very, very important. You see, I represent some people. Listen to me. In politics, and same way, you can't take it lightly. You may think that let's brush it away. The constituents may not take it lightly. And so please, I know the messages I'm getting on my phone.
Even after the apology,
let me clear this thing. One will say, "We are lawyer, irrespective of OB age, your call bar saying or your senior, he's not your senior, so you respect the person, isn't it? It's not a fact." So that's the same thing happens in Parliament.
No,
he's my junior.
No,
I'm coming. Especially when I've also been a deputy minister before.
Yeah.
So when you are addressing me, know a platform, so of course, and he knows I respect him.
I thought I had sufficiently addressed this.
I know what I'm receiving on my phone. That's why I'm clearing this.
So what you are
arrogance, no, I'm not discounting arrogance. Okay. Let's lower the belt. Provocative. You should all be tolerant. Okay. Now on the substantive issue, Tiki, abiding way in the handling of the financial sector, I am yourself finito. 100 a year, but I am yourself rule the mudo. For me, but Jametiana, me who say a deliberate attempt to collapse a binum business. Especially when I had watched Good Morning, Good Evening Ghana. A binum or more some of these institutions, I catch and say the present day Minister for Finance, some financial institution, not more than a year later, now closing it down. Especially when I was saying, yes, superintendent over this rot. Now, I'll give you an example. Take a institution when you're a friend of beach capital. So in beach capital. Take I'm not my beach capital license as a bank in 2017. Now, only panel a license 2017 now be collapsing in 2018. Now, also due diligence ben now and into the license and man.
Ubetimiyama will be licensed, but the operations to call for so withdrawal.
Exactly, and so that
it may not be said time our day man or no.
So if your logic can be a then it equally applies. A binder that Ubetimiyama will be licensed. A bra or also at a particular point in time, the human soon so any Yes.
Yeah.
So if you say, Obi supporting over a rot, and nuntin ya withdraw more license in India, and there's also more be license. Now, who outside withdraw? What do you West? That's the point I'm making. Now, TK, I buy a better decision because of your merit. I mean, zoom onto that. You better take a decision. The most important thing about here, and they will man for our government, the depositors. Into whether or not to be close down financial institution biano, bisa who say ni pana ni sika da hono e kwan be na mefa so a obenya ni sika. That's and only the first question, the most important thing. As I speak to you now, send you one kasa kan ye, and we eba compound hardship in the system. Among for getire, we share the various institutions aka. Obi wo 2 million Ghana cedis edda baby. Now on one sika wo ni free. Was sign abai wo say when your responsibility who regulate the sector no and I was what transfer who say was collapse no in the this is the reason I'm in the interest of the depositor. Now say in the interest of the depositor there na me sika na me be year say abai na be determine ma me say who sika na da ho no say na me de be ma wo
komna sika na da ho de.
You see, I know say now I am one the buy bank bia financial institution be as a panic withdrawal about egu. And then make us a buying a bank like Heritage Bank. Unim dey collapse no. Almost say papa no e case e court. Enunti I'm yet to
hear Bank of Ghana.
That's the reason they came out. That's the reason they came out.
No, I'm talking about the bank because in all the cases the Bank of Ghana gave a report.
If they have
and reasons.
Yes.
Me can you no me hunu bi.
And
Bank of Ghana report.
If they have any reason you can tell me.
No, because Bank of Ghana report no mu.
Probably you have any
other reason. In the case
reason.
of Heritage Bank and yes because when not near board ni na court one person will court nti.
TK that
no kwara me bi sao because one na kasa asem and asem matisa asem na.
TK if you have any contrary you can tell me.
No, the contrary is that me who will report.
Did they know who
say Bank of Ghana.
And then who you tell Heritage Bank. I'm close it down. TK, the most important thing is that as I speak to you now, Mr. Say omo dia by omo ka say a CBG, omo kwa 12 billion B no dia command deposit says kind of way. And then me no ka say so even say aban wo sika bi and na so call other developed countries Sanema we a bit see, but you see a quite a fast handle no. Even if there's a bailout, I will for never transfer. Now after the bailout, no, who be interested in the management, appointment of board near my name, no more manage so that they won't go back to Sane money. It's a quite a fast no. It is the car would they collapse those banks no, and now would the same and a general and give a bank for so amobia. But the most important thing, Tiki, in all this, and they say. In all this, the ACBR, they here say the common Ghanaian na on the sika na kolokono. Sanka ye and I say okay, my collapse banks no. Ubia usika hon bejwade. Na be bia pen fa kwa. Anka me ni problem. Nka me problem kwa anka me problem nka e be minimize kakra. But wona wo se wasi gira say who protecting the party interest no. Obi o ya closing down for almost a year. Ni sika nyina wo ho. Onko na waba. Who say Akache Nipan say, oh yeah, sir, in his interest. And what it means is that going forward, no, sir, dear way no, a bit compound hardship. Dear, Nisika Dawa, Ebia or Shenipa Bear do
a compound and I say back
well,
because a minimum sound comes
fantastic. Fantastic. So, into minimum be our granted interview was Sabi Nisika or Didiga, and Nam say Aquacantino, Untumin Coquine to be. The breakwa. These are the facts. And this a bank will be ya. But be able to do it. Yamina make catch up and say, men collapse banks nibim. Or ma collapse institutions nawi. But what is important is say, sa cap and some be a banks or a cap. Me music am trying to friend. Who me capo. And it's a responsibility of government. So be regulate this sector no. Inti so
this is part of regulation and say onye nipa kono onye na adwuma say dey was so ya.
Me problem
provide say ultimate revoking the license.
Me problem buy no. Me ka depositors no. Me say ya buy no regulators no and share some say bibia mo beda ho fine. It is why yes sir if you think that that's a genuine concern how the be yes sir me see can dey say me saka. Government must give me my money. Inti be able do ya collapse we no. What is important ne say Ghana for no musika akoka mu no. Ebinum sika kura obode beti o school fees o mark fie. And mama said that apart from SHS school be any baby school fees Ghana ha. Me as a member of parliament, me be a member of parliament from 2013. School fees are metria about 90% na tertiary institution. Na metria. Be me ma a grant be assistance be tertiary institution.
Okay.
So what I say, indeed that is being compounded and is going to be more as we go along.
For purpose of education, it be a future discussions no. Reasons Bank of Ghana Maya in respect of Heritage Bank and time in Niho, but okay Ghana talksbusiness.com while listening in ewo doors to me and
come forward me
mean to me kind
okay
no then when
I don't go stand try until no collapse in the bank
I know the reasons no can reasons no one zoom I said the bank's capital appears to have come from sources which are suspicious in the application for a banking license each shareholder of Heritage needed to demonstrate the ability to subscribe to the shares.
Okay.
Yes, I'm not making kind of.
It's true.
The Bank of Ghana is not satisfied that the original sources of the bank's capital are acceptable in terms of Section 1 to the extent that and Section 1 of the Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2008, which requires acceptable capital to be obtained from lawful and transparent sources specifically. But the time standing trial. The person was so kind, at least for the purpose of education.
But that is what it is. In fact, okay, but I tell you, say, one can send them a force say, kind. Say, Obia Kono, can you see Trudeau? The reason
we are interested in collapsing opponents' businesses in this country.
But 53 opponents there.
Also, man, submission. Listen.
I will not sit here and
because me
say beer ain't means. But sa banking idea we say idea I'm restrained from saying a lot of things because a big from adwuma ho and
in 2014
conduct and they don't
of course
exist.
I agree at all. In this we must reprimand In 2000, I won't debate that. In 2014, there was that restructure.
Up to expectation.
Omo engage omo na omo nye nema yie no omo no omo kasa no ma eje omo oni ade but obi say o source of income no suspicious enu nti no efi ne ko ma close we yin down. What kind of reasons are these?
If it's suspicious,
but catch it baby.
I don't know.
Now, ba catch him say, "Osika na wa, Osika mama cap."
And you for my dress fair or Martina Hay. Enka Carlos nka me twa so can say asem na provoke me we have my cancer
but take now let me explain to you
because of this decisions.
Let me explain to you banks in this can be abai na kwa ba what kind DKM
did you think about this before that action did you think about this say we go pay sika there you go when you because of the ma biase me make you say what ma biase there the hell must DKM
Kinsley Carlos ahempa
Carlos ba
oti kwan a wan krame enso ba obi me na kwa ba na me bisa no na rabo kwa me ta kandra oye fu e wo north abi fu no won so okra onkrame mu nyina e wo ha se ye pagya ye mu otena nyame ya adoma e besa hye bi me da mu nyina amase fa so ya de disi